Sonic the Hedgehog, a name that means a lot more than just a character. For me and millions of other people, he's more than just a video game icon. He's an inspiration, to be honest. Now, hear me out. He's an inspiration that just keeps running and running and running for over 3 decades now.
That was cool. Pun entirely intended.
I personally grew up with him, and now people are just now discovering him. And everybody has their own reasons for loving them. And for some reason, some people don't, which I will never understand. What exactly makes Sonic so special? And you could say it's pretty obvious, it's his speed. When you first play a Sonic game, you're immediately hit with that rush of adrenaline. That first time you hit the jump button and Sonic leaps into the air, zipping through loops and collecting rings, it's like you're flying. But it's more than just a flashy mechanic. It's that feeling of freedom, of movement, of power, the sense that you're breaking the rules of reality and you're having a blast doing it. It's how Sonic feels when you're in control. It's like the perfect blend of challenge and flow. You're consistently pushing yourself to go faster, to explore new shortcuts, to break through barriers, both in the game and sometimes in life. Because again, Sonic isn't just a game character. He's a mirror of the kind of freedom we all crave. He's got a personality that shines just as bright as his speed, and let's be honest, Sonic's attitude is half the reason why people love him. He's pretty cocky, sure, but in the best way possible. He's brash, quick with a snarky comment, and always seems to be in control no matter the situation. But he's not really arrogant just for the sake of it. Sonic's got a heart, and he's never too cool to help his friends or stand up against the bad guys. He's the hero that you'd want in your corner, but not because he's perfect, but because he's got that fire. He's confident in who he is, and that confidence is what makes him so magnetic. And I think that's one of the reasons why he resonates with so many people across generations. Think about all his struggles. He's constantly going up against Dr. Robotnik, or Eggman, whichever one you prefer. Someone who's always scheming to take over the world. But no matter how many times Robotnik traps him or tries to slow him down, Sonic always breaks free.
You know what's better than an ambush?
An ambush with ice cream?
He never quits, ever. Life can be tough. You've got challenges coming from every direction. You fail, you fall, things don't always go as planned, but Sonic, he just keeps running. He picks himself up every time and keeps pushing forward. And that's something that we all should admire. But lucky enough, Sonic is just a game that just keeps coming out year after year after year. It even has its own movie now. It's about the way that he keeps evolving and staying relevant, which is pretty crazy. There's something magical about his evolution. Sure, there were missteps along the way, not every Sonic game is a hit maker, but there's something about him that's always been inescapable. Sonic seems to have some kind of magnetism. Whether it's the thrill of his speed, the colorful worlds, or the thrilling music, Sonic doesn't just stay in one place. He adapts. And that's why he remains relevant, even when the other franchises couldn't keep up.
One word of helpful advice: diet and exercise.
That's 3 words.
He's unapologetically himself all the time. He just wants to be the best version of himself, no matter what anyone thinks, and that's a message that resonates with all of us. He's the ultimate underdog who refuses to back down. He connects with people. Sonic is one of those rare characters who's universally loved. Sure, some might say he's just for kids, but take a look at the fan base, like for real. You got people who grew up in the 90s on the Sega Genesis, people who discovered him in the 2000s through newer games, and even younger fans who are now catching the Sonic waves because of the movie. And if you know anything about me in this gaming world, you would know that I'm not always a fan of these video game movies, but I actually do like the Sonic ones. He always feels grounded and accessible. He's always there, he's easy to get to, he's easy to see. Sonic's world isn't one where you just passively experience the story. It's about jumping in and being part of the action. Whether he's racing through loop-de-loops or saving animals from Robotnik's evil machines, you feel like you're part of the adventure. A vibe that makes you want to run with it, to experience that rush for yourself. Which I love about video games because it always just immerses you so much, it makes it feel like you're not even living in your world. At the end of the day, it's this authenticity that makes people love Sonic. The way he always sees himself no matter what. The way he inspires you to keep going even when things seem impossible. The way his world is a place you want to be, filled with adventure, excitement, and friendship. I think that's why Sonic has stuck around for so long. He represents that part of us that never gives up. The part that's always running towards the next challenge. The next victory, I should say.
That's not fear. I ran all the way over here.
No matter how old we get, we can always look back at Sonic and remember that we're never too old to run fast. And that's why personally, Sonic will always have a place in my heart. He's not just a speedster, he's a symbol of joy, perseverance, and the thrill of living fast. Do you guys like Sonic? Did you grow up on Sonic? Do you like his movies? How do you feel about Sonic in general? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Pause for now, play forever. AK out.